Alright. It is currently almost 2 in the morning where I'm at, and I have nothing better to do. I'm literally bored out of my mind. So I figured, to alleviate my boredom, how's about I do another video on my favorite Canadian sea cow in the whole wide world. And what video are we going to be tearing into today? Well, this is a good one. This is the story time. A prostitute tried to kill me? This should be very interesting, so let's get into this.
Okay. So, rule number 1, if a man cheats on you, fuck his entire family and his friends.
Hold up, I saw a shawty glow up, she know I'm about to blow up. Now these shawties want us. I know these niggas talking, tell them boys run up. Got blick to the sun.
Before I get started, here's a video of the girl acting all friendly and shit with me.
Why are you humping me again? I like to eat pussy on a regular. Get me.
Okay, so this is supposedly a video of the girl that nearly killed this warthog here, and we can't even see her face. I wish we could. That way I can have a nice long look at our almost hero.
So I'm going to tell you guys about my adventurous/eventful weekend. So on Friday, there was this party that was going on, and I had no one to go with.
Why is it all these fucking stories about your degenerate life always start off with, well, I was at a party? Just why? Seriously though, every single story I could think of, like the kidnapping one, it all started because of a party. The time she got arrested, the more recent one, it was because she went to a fucking party. Why does every single messed up story that I have covered revolve around you attending a party? Just why?
I bought 440s of Old English because I thought that the guy was going to come over sometime during the weekend. He didn't end up coming or whatever, so this girl that had been commenting on my shit and DMing me always trying to gas me up, shit like that. She messaged me and she goes, "I'm in Kitchener, let's link up." I'm like, okay, I want to go to this party, are you down?
What is it again with all these fucking stories? Starting off with not only, the sea cow wanted to go to a party, but also some random stranger on the internet, someone that she has not physically met before, just some random person on the internet messaging her. Why do all of these fucking stories either start with, I was at a party, or I was attending a party, or some random person messaged me on the internet one day? Just why?
Blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, sure. So she Ubers me to her telly, and there's this other girl there. And she is just some random Toronto shorty, okay? First of all, they're working...
Toronto shorty. Did I hear that right? Did she just say Toronto shorty? What does that mean? What does this Toronto shorty mean? Is this a short woman that just so happens to live in Toronto? Is that it? These ghetto trash, talk here is very interesting. And by interesting, I mean stupid.
Hojo, which should have been red flag number 1, because who the fuck works in the Hojo in Kitchener? Anyway, so...
Okay, what the fuck's a Hojo? You do realize that your audience doesn't primarily consist of ghetto trash, right? Unfortunately, there are some normal individuals that do not understand this ghetto speak you are admitting from your lips. There are actual normal people out there that are watching your videos that have no idea what this Hojo is. So you're gonna have to fucking explain it to most of us.
Oh, we're like getting drunk, we're having fun, blah blah blah. Like we go out. I guess before we left the telly, I got blackout drunk. So basically,
Well, you're always getting blackout drunk, so...
I don't know what happened that night. Like I don't remember anything, but I wake up and like there's videos of me and this guy just throwing chairs at each other in a pizza.
So you got blackout drunk, and as a result of you getting blackout drunk, there's a video of you throwing chairs at a guy at a pizza parlor? Okay.
And then I was like, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, everyone's like, yo, like, it was, like, funny as fuck. Like, you guys were throwing chairs at each other. Like, he said something to you and you, like, hit him with the chair, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, shit. And, like, I watched the videos. I'm like, these are funny as fuck. So I post them.
Yeah, it may be funny to you and the clowns you were hanging out with that night, but to the shop owner, to the normal people that work real jobs, I guarantee they weren't that fucking happy. But then again, this sea cow probably doesn't give a shit. Kind of like Baked Alaska and his fucking antics. You know, it's funny to people like Sagittarius Shawty and the clowns that are her friends and watch her shit. But to the average working Joe, she's a fucking menace.
Anyway, so I started drinking more because I had leftover beer, and like the girl who had linked me to come went home, back to Toronto. So her friend stayed, and she linked me, and she was like want to link up, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, sure. She's like, okay, I'm just getting my lashes done. I'm like, okay. I'm like, she Ubers me there.
Okay, so I'm assuming link up means hang out or to meet someone. If we're going by ghetto talk here, so I guess this is ghetto talk 101 now. Link up in ghetto speak means to meet someone. Certainly hope we get more, learn more words in the ghetto language in the near future.
I go inside, and I'm like,
You know what, now that I think of it, this is probably stupid for me to say, but I do hope that one day this sea cow publishes a ghetto talk 101 dictionary. Because there are like so many words and shit that this sea cow has uttered from her mouth. Like, okay, we already know what link up is. But Toronto Shorty and all these other words. Someone definitely needs to write a fucking dictionary so that way I can have a better understanding as to what the fuck the sea cow is actually saying.
I'm like, you know what? I'm like, do you mind paying to get my eyebrows done? Because they look like shit. Like, I want to get them done. I'll pay you back. She goes, sure, no problem, blah, blah, blah. So I get my eyebrows done, it's all fun, da-da-da. We go back to her telly, we start drinking, start doing coke.
Okay, so I think telly means hotel room. Either hotel room or apartment. I'm leaning more towards hotel. Mainly because of how the way the word telly sounds. You know, you got hotel and, you just get rid of the ho and you just stick with the tel, but you add a Y to it. Telly, hotel telly. I really gotta stop thinking hard on what these ghetto words mean. Again, there really needs to be a fucking dictionary so people like me and us normal folk can understand what the fuck she's saying right now.
Or at least I thought it was coke because, you know what, I'm not a coke head, okay? I don't do coke all the time,
X'd it out.
nothing like that. But the way this coke had me feeling or tripping out was not normal. I honestly think this girl had me snorting crack. Okay?
Lovely.
Like straight crack. Anyway, so, yeah, like, I'm tripping out. I'm like, yo, like, I think I need to go to the hospital, like, blah, blah, blah. She's like, no, you're fine. Don't worry, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, she gets, like, these messages from these guys, and she's like, wait. Before all that, these girls were beefing me online, so I gave up the address because I was drunk, you know? Like, come through, bitch. I gave the wrong room number purposely because, like, I like wasting people's time, you know? It's fun. So I gave the wrong room number. The girls show up, and she's like, why the fuck would you give out the address? Like, she's freaking out, da-da-da-da-da.
Can you just imagine for a moment you're in a hotel in the middle of Canada, or you're in this hotel in question where the story is taking place? You know, whether it's with your significant other or you're just by yourself, you know, you're chilling out at the hotel room, you're getting ready to turn in for the night, and you're fast asleep. It's all dark, everything's quiet. And the next thing you know, you fucking hear a bunch of ghetto-ass bitches autistically screeching and slamming shit and pounding shit and knocking on people's doors, begging and demanding that Sagittarius Shawty and her friend that gave her crack fucking pop up. Good God. Like, imagine that they fucking knock on your door. Like, imagine you're fast asleep. You're getting ready for the next day. You know, you've had a long day. And in the middle of the night, you hear a bunch of ghetto-ass whores just start pounding on your door, demanding that Sagittarius Shawty and the hooker that gave her crack, apparently, you know, they demand that they come out. And they just won't stop pounding on your door. How soon would you call the cops? I sure as shit would. If I was in that situation, I'd call the cops in a heartbeat. Because I can guarantee you there is no way in God's green earth we are ever going to be able to reason with these fucking psycho hoes.
I'm like, what's the problem? She's like, I have people looking for me, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can't be giving out my address, like, where I'm at. Like, oh my God, this guy's gonna come for me. She started packing up her shit fast as fuck. And, like, so, like, these guys were linking her from Saga. She's like, I'm gonna go to Saga. Do you want to come? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm like, can we stop at my house and grab my stuff? So we stop at my house, we grab my stuff, we get in the car, we go. And on the way there, I realized that I didn't grab my medication. So I'm like, when we get there, do you mind just getting, like, some Dan?
Oh, okay. So aside from the fact that this bitch is constantly drinking, snorts coke once a month, which is a fucking lie, did crack earlier that night, now this bitch is also on pills. Ain't that just lovely? I swear to fucking Christ, in the next 2-3 years, this is me being pleasant now, but I guarantee you the next 2-3 years, maybe even shorter than that, this bitch is gonna fucking have an overdose. I guarantee it.
Next to calm me down, because, like, my anxiety's bad. Like, I need something, because, like I have bad anxiety. So
I need to stop at my house again. Why? I need my anxiety medication. Oh, okay, quickly, go get it. She fucking comes out with like a fucking bucket of fried chicken. This is my anxiety medication. Oh. Really helps me out, bro.
she's like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then also when we're in the car, she's like, these are Drake's friends. You need to act proper as fuck around them. Like, you can't be acting out. Like, you have to act classy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what?
Sagittarius Shawty? Acting classy? It's like asking Ethan Ralph to go on a diet or to stay sober for 8 hours. That shit ain't happening, bro.
I'm like, I don't care. If it was Drake himself, you know, I'm gonna act the same way I always fucking act. No offense. Like, you could be the fucking president. Like, I don't care. I'm still gonna act the same way I act. Like, I'm but not.
Can you just imagine for a moment Sagittarius Shorty, for whatever reason, is in the same room as, say, well, okay, the Prime Minister of fucking Canada, Justin Trudeau. First of all, she would look like shit. Let's be real here. She would have all the fucking tattoos. She would have a fucking hoodie and sweatpants and flip-flops on. She wouldn't even bother dressing for the occasion. She gets into a fight with Justin's wife. She calls her a cunt. Tries to start a fight. All hell breaks loose. Yeah. That'd be something.
Putting on a front for anybody. Like, I'm not gonna act like somebody I'm not, you know? Like, I was telling her that. She's like, no, you need to act classy. I'm like, sure, okay, whatever. So we get there.
Saggy, I need you to act like a decent, normal human being. Yeah, thank you. I want to be a whore. I want to be a sea cow.
I basically just kept my mouth shut for the first part of it. And then
Exit out.
and we get up there, like, they're drinking. Like, I wasn't really feeling it. Like, I wasn't really drinking that much, you know? She's dancing all over them, da-da-da. Like, I'm just, like, there, like, chilling, like, I'm on my phone, like, texting my friends, blah, blah, blah. Being boring, basically. But whenever the guys would walk by me, I would, like, joke.
Now, you sure you were just texting your friends on your phone, and you sure you weren't trying to hook up with every single black man in that club? I think you were.
Just, like, you know, like, rub their dicks or whatever. So,
Lovely.
yeah.
I guess this is the ghetto Canadian male sex dance, greeting dance. They don't say hi. They don't even bother talking to the woman they want to fuck. They just start fucking rubbing their dicks all over you. Lovely. Lovely. What a nice group of normal human beings you associate with.
My bad, hold on. Okay, yeah, so I lost your chance. So this girl decides that she wants to go out. She starts getting ready. She puts on a dress, some heels, blah, blah, blah. Does her makeup. I'm like, I'm not going out. Like, I came in, like, track pants and a fucking sneakers. Like, I'm like, I'm not going out. There's no way, like, anywhere is gonna even let me in. I'm like, I'm not going out. Like, not even just that. Like, I had no money. Like, you know? So she's like, I don't care, find something, da-da-da-da. So, like, I go out in the hallway, like, away from her and all her weirdness, because, like, she completely switched up when she got around the guys. Like, it was just, like, she was just being a bitch, you know? So I go out in the hallway to, like, I grab my stuff, obviously, because I don't trust anyone around my shit. So I go out in the hallway, like, I'm trying to find people with Zans, da-da-da-da-da. Like, they're like, get the fuck back inside. So, like, I came back inside. I'm like, she's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I told you multiple times that I need Zans. And she goes, no one gives a fuck about your Zans. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, you need to take a couple steps back there, girl. I'm like, you need to stop. Like, she's like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? She's like, do you know who I am? I'm like, no, I don't know who you are. I don't know this girl's name. I never knew her name since the first day I met her. I don't know the guys' names either. I'm like, no, I don't know who you are.
So you've been hanging out with this girl for, what, couple days, a week at the most, maybe even 2 weeks, and you never once learned her name.
Like, nobody does. Like, who are you? Anyways, so, like, fucking, yeah, so we get into a heated argument, okay? And, like, the guys are right there, like, kind of between us, and, like, she, like, starts coming towards me, and, like, I'm like, oh, shit, oh, fuck, like, this bitch is about to punch me. There's no way this bitch is about to punch me. Like, I just, like, kind of, like, snapped, and I was like, boom, boom, like, twice in the face. And you're like, doesn't do any damage, you know, because, like, there's fat right here, you know? Like, fat. Like, it's not bone. It's not gonna do damage. It's like a...
You still have muscle. Okay, there may be fat, but there's still fucking muscle there. A punch to the face is still a punch to the face. Whether the person be skinny as hell or fat as hell, a punch to the face is still a punch to the face. Okay? I would figure you of all people would have already known the difference, but then again, this is the same fucking woman who was fucking dumbfounded when she realized that punching and hitting and spitting a police officer would lead to her getting charged with assaulting a police officer.
A cushion hitting your face. So, like, anyways, like, so she, like, backs off or whatever. She, like, steps back. Like, she's trying to, like, then she's, like, trying to come at me. Like, the guys are, like, one guy's pulling me back, one guy's holding her back. This girl picks up a fucking...
One guy's fucking pulling you back? Honey, you need about a team. You need about a fucking Navy SEAL team to pull your ass back. If not more dudes.
Bottle and flings that at my fucking head. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? It feels so weird to be on the other side of a bottle, you know? Like, no, that shit was scary. Like, it didn't...
Oh, so you have experience throwing bottles at people. Lovely.
Hit me, but, like, it was scary. Like, she cut open my hand. She cut open the guy's hand. Like, we're both bleeding. Like, this girl's still going wild. Like, fucking...
Now, you sure blood actually came out of your hand and it wasn't like the filling from Twinkies? You sure?
Wild. Like, she was on crack or some shit. And I'm like, you need to calm down. Like, let's talk this out. Like, I don't know why you're acting, like, so fucking wild. Like, calm down. Da-da-da. It's like, no, fuck you.
Well, she did just get punched in the face by a massive hippo, so...
That bitch. I'm like, that's all you have? Really? Anyways, like... This guy's, like, standing over there trying to calm her down. Like, I go to the other side of the room. I'm, like, still talking to her. I'm, like, calm down. Like, let's talk. Come on, let's talk. Da-da-da. So, like, she starts bitching at me again. And I'm like, you know what? This is why your pimps fucking beat you. And I guess I hit a soft spot because this girl goes to the kitchen drawer, grabs a knife, and fucking chucks it at my head. Misses again. You know what?
Cracked out hookers getting ready to carve the Christmas ham.
I'm just wondering how she misses me twice because I'm right there.
Actually, you know what? I think this might be the title for this fucking video. Cracked out Canadian hooker tries to carve out Sagittarius the Christmas ham early.
Right there. Like, I'm there, Betty. Like, I'm there. And she misses me. So, I'm like, whatever. I go.
That's truly amazing. It truly amazes me how someone that could throw a knife at the easiest target known to man fucking misses. They say stormtroopers from Star Wars have bad aim.
Like, this guy pulls me into the room. He takes me to his closet. Inside his closet. And he starts making out with me. Like, he starts rubbing my pussy. Like, I start rubbing.
So, Dumb Sea Cow and Cracked Out Hooker get into a fight. Cracked Out Hooker throws a fucking knife at, our sea cow. She misses. Some guy pulls her into a fucking closet. And they start fucking.
Dick, like, whatever. I don't know whose breath was hotter, mine or his, because, like, two dudes, I didn't brush my teeth in, like, 2 days, because, like, I was busy turning up, like, I was on a drinking binge, and, like, he honestly but, like, tasted like he was eating ass, or had been eating ass, or whatever. So the guy comes...
Well, he was definitely gonna smell like he was eating ass after he got done with you.
The guy comes knock on the door. Apparently the girl left. Like, she went downstairs or something, and I don't know what for. Like, they said so she could calm down or whatever. So, you can probably guess what's gonna happen next, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. So, the one guy sits down, he takes off his pants. The other guy sits down next to him, takes off his pants. Like, I'm like, da-da-da, doing my thing, and, like, every 2 seconds I had to like sit back and just like look at it, and I was like just smiling. They're like, why are you smiling? I'm like this is my favorite hobby. Like, I haven't done this in time. And when I say time,
her favorite hobby is sucking dick. Her favorite fucking hobby in the whole wide world is sucking dick. Not just any penis, mind you, but 2 penises simultaneously. This is this bloated cow's favorite hobby. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Some woman's favorite hobby is cooking. Some of it is knitting. Some of it is baking cookies and other assorted sweets. There are some women out there that enjoy fishing and hunting, shooting guns, riding dirt bikes. This pitiful excuse of a human being's favorite hobby is sucking dick. Every day. Every single fucking day. I see one of her videos. I do one of these reactions to one of these videos. I continue to lose faith in humanity. Little by little. Day by day. Every single minute. I see one of her videos. I continue to lose faith in humanity. Let's continue.
I mean, like over a month, like dead ass. I haven't done this in over a month. So I'm like, I miss.
And she hasn't done this in either a month either. Isn't that just lovely? Isn't that just lovely indeed? Her favorite hobby in the whole wide world is sucking dick. And she hasn't sucked a dick. Nay, scratch that. Scratch that. Not one dick, but 2 dicks simultaneously. That is her favorite fucking hobby in the whole wide world. And she hasn't done this in over a month. As of this video, at least. The internet was totally a mistake.
This shit is so fun, like da-da-da. The one guy.
And she finds this fun as well. So, this fucking warthog. Okay? Her favorite hobby in the whole wide world is not sucking one dick, but it's sucking 2 dicks simultaneously. And she hasn't done that in over a month. And the first time she does it again, oh, she's having the time of her life. She's in a world of ecstasy. She truly is the happiest little piggy on earth.
I finishes or whatever, and then I went to the next, and then I'm still with the other guy, and like he busted my mouth or whatever, and then he goes, okay, like the girl's downstairs, like if you want to talk to her, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, like I'll go down, like come with me. He's like, okay. He comes downstairs with me. And she's there. Okay, yeah, she's still there, but there's a car there, and she's going to get in the car. I'm like, yo, like let's talk. What are you doing? Where are you going? She's like, nah, fuck you. She like gives me the finger. She hops in the car, and then, like the guy goes back upstairs. Like, I'm like, are you fucking joking? Like, I just swallowed your nut, and you're gonna kick me out of your place? Like, what? What?
Now she's complaining that one of the men that busted her nut into her throat, into her mouth, is kicking her out of the house. Every fiber of my being, at this very moment, wants me to track her down. Find a way to get this bitch unconscious. Put her in a fucking storage container. All alone. No bunny, no food, no cell phone, no nothing. Actually, you know what? Maybe the cell phone. So she can do videos from the storage container in question. And once I put her in the fucking storage container, I'm gonna fucking drop that storage container in the middle of the ocean and watch her float away from Canada, float away from the civilized world, and watch as she dies in that storage container. So that way she will never be a menace to the internet or to the world as a whole ever again.
So I'm sitting in the lobby, my phone dies, like, I'm like, fuck, like, I have no way home, like, I live in Kitchener, which is an hour away from Saga, so I call a cab, like, the cab drives me home, I get to my house, I'm like, you know what, like, I don't have any money, like, I was in a sticky situation, like, do what you need to do.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play What the Fuck is Saggy Going to Do? So, Saggy just got home from a night of drinking and blowjobs and autism as a whole. She drives back to her house in Kitchener in a cab. She does not have any money, and she has to find a way to pay back the cab driver. So, let's play the little game. Let's see, what does Sagittarius Shorty do? Does she A, give the guy a hand job, B, give the guy a blowjob, or C, does the cab driver fuck her? Let's find out.
Or whatever, call the cops, da-da-da-da-da. So he calls the cops, cops come.
Oh, okay then, I guess it's D. Call the cops.
They arrest me, I get no lethal, then they release me, I come out, turn on my phone, and I have a text from this girl. She goes, hey, where are you? Like as if we're friends. She's texting me as if we're friends. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, pardon? She's like, where are you? Girl, you're wild when you drink. I'm like, bitch, what? You fully fucking, okay, I'm wild, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, coming from you, and then like, I was being friendly back, okay? I'm not even gonna lie, I was being friendly back, cause like, beef for what?
She threw a fucking knife at you and was getting ready to kill you, and you decided to be friendly back? Good God, you are retarded.
You know? Like, beef for what? Anyway, so this girl hops on her live, and she goes, oh, like, yeah, like, this girl got mad because, like, all the guys were giving me attention and she wasn't getting any, and she was jealous, and I wasn't getting any attention, but I'm the one who had their, in my, okay, girl, okay. Anyways, she started talking about, oh, this girl's so broke.
Well, when men are desperate, they will literally stick their dicks into, I mean, you definitely were not the first choice, I can tell you that.
You were working at the Hojo in Kitchener.
What the fuck is a Hojo? What the fuck is a Hojo? Just what? What the fuck is a Hojo? What are these words? What are these terms that you are speaking? I don't know what a Hojo is. I'm sure my audience, I'm sure the people that fucking watch my content, they don't know what a Hojo is. Does anyone know what a Hojo is? If so, please tell me in the comments down below. I am very much interested into learning what a Hojo is.
Okay, but I'm broke. Okay. Anyways, so I got my eyebrows. My eyebrows look really nice though.
You still look ugly.
So yeah, this girl hops on live, started talking all her shit, and like before she had mentioned like, oh, these guys are Drake's friends, like you have that classy Drake's friend. I go to my DMs with the guy, because he had been like I said, he had been DMing me like a lot before. So basically what he told me is that he's from Cali and he knows he's like close with the XOs, whatever XO. It's not like The Weekend or something. I have no idea what the fuck that is. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. But...
Well, that we can agree on.
Yeah. And I go through his followers and his following, and I don't see Drake's name anywhere. So I think these guys tried to finesse this girl into thinking that they were Drake's friend so that they could get some...
Well, what do you know? These two men in question lied about being friends with famous Canadian rapper Drake to get some pussy. How fucking original.
Pussy? But I have no idea.
What the fuck are you doing?
Anyways, moral of the story is do not link up with Toronto shorties because they are fucking crazy. Don't do it. And don't fight, guys.
No, moral of the story is don't be a degenerate fat whore. That's the real moral of the story. Be a decent human being. This right here, what you are looking at, this is the future if you decide to go down the wrong path. If you decide to say fuck it, don't even bother getting a job, don't even bother improving your life, this is what you will end up. You will end up a disgusting, degenerate, fat whore.
We're throwing chairs at you because, like...
Oh!
Yeah.
Ew.
No, not a good idea. But... I'm out. Bye. By the way, when the guy brought me into the closet or whatever, it was honestly like I was the Hulk and like the only thing that would calm me down is...
No, you weren't the fucking Hulk. You were the marshmallow thingy from Ghostbusters.
So the reason she was saying that I was jealous that they were giving her attention is because when she was dancing on one of the guys, I went up and I was like, why are you dancing on my boyfriend? Oh my god, like, get off my boyfriend. Jokingly. I was joking. I do that with every guy. Literally. I play around like that with every guy. Like, do you really think I thought that was my boyfriend? Like, what? I don't give a fuck who you're dancing on.
The fact that any man on the fucking planet would ever want to be, you know, your girlfriend, the fact that any man on the fucking planet would ever proudly proclaim that you are indeed their boyfriend, it's just fucking sad and a lie.
I don't give a fuck about these guys, like, bro.
Apparently there's a fucking video out there of this fucking sea cow showing off her boyfriend of the week. I think that might be the next video I tear into. Unless, of course, you guys happen to find a video worth, tearing into. I mean, if there's a Sagittarius shawty video that you guys would like me to cover that I haven't already covered, please do leave the link down in the comments below. But aside from that, I think the next one in regards to Sagittarius Shawty is going to have to be her showing off her new boyfriend, because, yeah. Anyway.
I saw in the comments, there's some comments calling you, like, yo, battery thing, top body. Like, are these things true?
I'm a battery.
Yeah, you know what, I'm just going to fucking end it here, because this is the fucking end credits now, but, yeah. Another degenerate and messed up story from the degenerate life of Sagittarius Shawty. Be seeing you, lads.